Senator Ona. Senator Tillis, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to all of you on your nominations. I actually want to start by thanking Senator Warren for the work that she and I have done over the past several years for military housing. I would say it steps in the right direction, but it seems to me it's a continuing journey that we've got to get right. We do have a measure in the NDA that takes another step in the right direction, but Mr. Owens, we've got a lot more work to do. In North Carolina, I've made it a focus and have done town halls down there, and it seems to have improved, but I think system-wide we have challenges, and we have challenges in North Carolina. So I'm curious your thoughts, what your priorities would be. How can we really regain the trust of military families, personnel that are living in military housing? And secondly, we have to recognize that because of mold, a number of other exposures that the occupants have had to endure, that we have some health implications. So in addition to fixing the inventory moving forward, we've also got to take a serious look at instances where we think illnesses can clearly be linked to exposures in some of this, what I consider to be substandard housing. How are you going to tackle that?
Thank you for the question, and I really want to again commend this committee for taking such a strong interest in ensuring that military family housing is up to the dignity of the people that are living in it. Housing is a readiness issue. Housing is something that we owe to our service members for the sacrifices that they make. In terms of how to prioritize, I think this committee has done an excellent job in providing direction to and resources for increasing the amount of oversight that's been happening, and I would look to continue to do that. Look to ensure that the Tenant Bill of Rights that has been established is something that can be universally accessed and driven to ensure that our tenants have the ability, our military families have the ability to get answers to questions that they may have. And then in terms of the health implications, if there are any, I'll commit to working with senior leaders in DoD to ensure that we are providing the resources and that are necessary to address any situations that do arise.
Thank you for that. Dr. Plum, anytime I see somebody going before this committee that's have anything to do with acquisition, I always have to bring one of my favorite props. A nearly 600-page request for proposal for the next generation handgun. It started in the Air Force, it ended up in the Army. It took a half a generation to decide what the next generation handgun would be. This is not a complex platform. This is something that it just boggles my mind that we haven't figured out how to tailor acquisition processes in a way that gets it done sooner, gets the capability deployed sooner, and also provides the opportunity for a larger group of people to participate. In North Carolina, we have a very strong, we have a military business center. In fact, we just had a meeting this week with a number of small businesses that contribute to the defense industrial base. But if they look at something like this, they're out before they ever start. They can't simply afford to go through hundreds of pages and a multi-year process to put forth what may be one of the best innovations that we could potentially consider. So we're squeezing out, I think, a number of innovators in the acquisition process. So what can we do, number one, just generally to increase and to bolster our industrial base by engaging more small businesses? And secondly, how can we make progress on acquisition processes that don't result in 600-page next generation handgun RFPs?
Senator, that is an excellent example that really highlights how we absolutely need to be faster and better at bringing technology to the warfighter. Now, we do have some approaches that we need to leverage more. We have the adaptive acquisition framework that gives us a couple other tiers, middle tier acquisition authorities, software acquisition authorities. This committee has really been very supportive in helping us have some innovative authorities and approaches. We need to use them more.
Thank you. And I hope to work with you. I spent a fair amount of time in supply chain and acquisition in the private sector, and after you're confirmed, would like to talk specific initiatives. Ms. Kiley, Dr. Did I pronounce that right? I just have a quick question in closing. We just recently passed the CHIPS bill, and the CHIPS bill clearly recognizes that we have an insufficient indigenous semiconductor manufacturing capability in this country. If we see how the sanctions on Russia, particularly with respect to importing chips, has disrupted their military supply chains, do you consider that a wise investment with respect to our own military industrial base?
Thank you, Senator. I think that it's going to be very important to focus on microelectronics and in the short term as well as in the long term. I think that the CHIPS Act will bring us closer to more readiness and sort of resilience in our defense industrial base. I share your concern that having shortages in this area will lead to insecurity later on, as well as in the immediate future. I think if confirmed, I will work closely with industry as well as with the interagency, particularly the lead agencies focused on microelectronics, to make sure that we can ensure the needs of our defense industrial base.
Thank you. Again, congratulations on your nominations.
Thank you, Senator Tillis. Senator Warren, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to all of you. I want to thank Senator Tillis. I